friends, it's another DeGrads podcast. Yes, it is. And I am your host, Shane Kipple, Gavin Spinner Mason, here with
Mike Lobel, also known as Jason Hogart. And this week, we are talking Jagged Little Pill. We're talking about how actors summon up the emotions to cry on camera. We're talking about my real life ecstasy trips. We're also talking about that age where emotions feel huge and one impulsive decision can blow up your entire friend group.
Ooh.
And we got a little special guest with us today.
Yes, we do. And it is a person that needs no introduction. She has already been on the podcast. If you're watching the video, you could already see her. We are very happy to welcome our good friend, the fantastic, the beautiful Melissa McIntyre back to the show. Hello, Mel.
Hello. Thanks for having me back.
Thanks, Mel. We realized you've been on the show. You're returning. We appreciate that. You were here with us in our infancy and our inception, and I think it's really fitting because obviously we're dealing with the season finale, Jagged Little Pill, and this is a big one for you and your character.
This was huge. I was really, really, really nervous going into this episode, so I'm really excited to kind of relive it with you guys.
Nice. Nervous to watch it.
Nervous to watch it, nervous to perform it. Right from the read through on, I was just like, okay, here we go. This is kind of like where Ashley turns the corner and stuff gets real. So yeah, I'm excited.
And this is also really exciting for us because, I mean, that was the finale for season 1 of Degrassi, but it is also officially one season in the books for the DeGrads podcast.
Hey,
so we're growing up along with the show.
That's right.
This is nice. Kids, I'm happy. All right. So this is episode 115, Jagged Little Pill, named after the Alanis Morissette song, who later on would cameo on Degrassi. Fun fact.
That is a fun fact. This song was released in 1995. Obviously, if you're a fan, it's about big, messy emotions, anger, vulnerability, heartbreak, uncomfortable life lessons that come from crossing lines and losing control. I'm looking at you, Melissa. I think it really directly relates to Ashley's choices and state of mind in this episode, not to mention the drug reference.
Yeah.
And the album was a Grammy winner, and it had such songs on it like Jagged Little Pill, You Ought to Know, and Ironic. That was a big album. So this episode came out. You ready? You ready to feel old?
Yeah.
March 3rd, 2002, which was 23 years, 10 months, and 18 days ago. The writers were
Sucks.
James Hurst. I know. James Hurst with the story, Aaron Martin with the story and teleplay because he's selfish. Director was none other than Bruce McDonald. And just for fun, the top 3 in the box office that week were We Were Soldiers, 40 Days and 40 Nights, back when McConaughey was still doing rom-coms, and John Q. Get Your Son That Transplanted Heart by whatever means necessary. Top shows, just assume for the entire year, it's going to be CSI, Friends, and ER. Those are the top 3 shows. They were just bangers. And the top song, finally,
What?
dethroned.
Ricky Martin?
I get to say new one. It's Ja Rule featuring Ashanti, Always on Time.
Ja Rule impression, Shane.
No.
Please.
I don't have a Ja Rule impression. Mike, do your Ja Rule impression.
All right. Well, let's spare the audience. We'll get into the episode. Okay. It is the last day of school at Degrassi, and the Isaacs/Kerwin household is abuzz. Toby and his dad head out to school, joking around a la Schwarzenegger and Terminator. Some fun impressions there. Hasta la vista homework. The parents are leaving town for the night, and they are leaving Ashley and Toby at home alone. Ashley is allowed 2 friends. Max, no parties. Ashley agrees. She's being very responsible. What could possibly go wrong, Melissa?
I couldn't imagine anything going wrong with that scenario.
How many house parties did you have when you were Ashley's age? Let's just get right into the
I
nitty.
didn't, but I went to a lot of house parties. I'm small town, so like never, not that I would ever do anything wrong, but like it was all house parties. That was how we got together as teenagers. So
Never do anything wrong.
never.
Out in the boonies. They know how to party out in the boonies, I've heard.
Later on, I can attest to firsthand, you threw a lot of apartment parties in the East End.
That I was older then. And that was not like in my hometown. No, nothing like that. I was an attendee, never a host.
Fair enough.
We should definitely not talk about those parties. At school, Miss Kwan hands out awards. Spinner receives one for being unforgettable. Wink, wink, implying her future therapies bills will be astronomical. And the Student of All Students award goes to Ashley Kerwin, the perfect student.
Just setting her up for failure there. Oh my God. Yeah.
Perfect student.
Yeah, it's 8th grade and you've peaked.
Even Ashley is uncomfortable with it. You're looking at this and you're like, this is so lame.
At the award, yeah, that's true. She calls it lame. She doesn't want to be the good student anymore, okay? She wants to let it all hang out. All right. Well, meanwhile, in Mr. Simpson's class, Mr. Simpson gives a wistful goodbye speech. The kids present him with an animated e-card of their faces dancing around in 8-bit early internet glory. Incredible, he says.
He's blown away.
Bless. It was such a heartfelt, incredible too. He's like, you could hear his lip quivering.
He really meant it. He's like, they learned, they listened, they did this with JavaScript.
I love how technologically advanced this school thinks it is at this point. Right? We're like teaching HTML classes and the kids are learning the basics of e-cards.
The teacher is Batman.
After class, the plans are forming. Terry is going to Ashley's house after school. Jimmy isn't even a little upset that he's not invited. That's growth because he was clingy Jimmy earlier in the season.
Yeah, but Ashley wants both. She wants him to be clingy and give her space.
Talk about that.
She doesn't know who she is yet. She doesn't know what she wants. So she wants everything all at once, which is why she sometimes does stupid stuff.
Maybe you can want both of those things. You know, even though they're a contradiction. I don't know. This is just what my wife tells me. Okay, but Paige is also not invited over to Ashley's house. And so she's upset, but that's fine. Ashley invites her.
It's very strange to me that everybody suddenly wants to go over to Ashley's house. Like she's like this, that she just won the Student of All Students award, and suddenly everybody wants to go to her house on a Friday night to hang out. It's weird.
Paige just wants to work her way in any which way. In the last episode, I don't know if you remember this at all, or 2 episodes ago.
Yeah.
It was a cabaret, and she hijacked your band. She hijacked Ashley's band for no good reason. She hated everything about the song. She hated the way everyone was dressed, yet she still wanted to be a part of it. So Paige, I think she needs people. She's only as strong as the group that she's with.
That's right. You could say she's a wannabe.
Oh, wow.
Emma is announcing a girls' night only at her place. No boys allowed, especially boys named Sean. Well, Sean obviously hears this in passing, and he's gutted. Oof.
He shouldn't have done all that stuff that he did.
He should have kept his fists in his pants.
But Jimmy has a way of riling people up, you know?
He's certainly, well, and apparently we don't really know why yet, but since the beginning, Sean has not been on Jimmy's good side. We have no idea why.
Yeah.
It's left to the
I don't
imagination.
think you ever really find out. Some people just rub each other the wrong way, you know?
That's why this episode is heading exactly where it's heading.
Oh.
Okay, so Toby sees this opportunity that Emma is pissed at Sean. He hopes that this means a possible opening. Well, JT doesn't think so, but he tries to help anyway. Maybe if Sean comes over, and teaches him some of his riz, it'll rub off on Toby. I love that word. I'm using it in every episode now. He invites Sean over, lying that Emma will be there to sweeten the deal. Sean considers. He's in.
It was such a weird thing to see Sean hanging out with Toby and JT. Just, I mean, obviously on set, we were all friends, but character-wise, Sean being this badass, a man apart from everything, and just with these two grade 7s that he has absolutely no connection to, it was so
He
strange.
towers over them too.
He towers
difference.
and I mean, and no slight at Danny, but Danny is also like not the tallest guy. So it just went to show you how tall Ryan and Jake were at that time.
Melissa was like the tallest girl there at that point, I think.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they had everybody on apple boxes around, like in scenes with me.
Right. That's a good point. For anybody who doesn't know what that is, apple boxes are basically a standardized wood crate that you can prop things up on set. People use it on every set. And it depends, right? Like there's like the half apple, there's a quarter, there's a 3/4. You can get different sizes. So I'd imagine they're reaching for the full apple for Toby. No offense.
You got to be kind, man. We're still trying to get Jake on the podcast.
No offense, Jake. No offense. Please.
We were kids, so let's just remind that as well. Nobody was.
We were very young, and the girls, they get tall. They shoot up before the boys do.
Someone paid attention in health class. Yeah.
In the hallway, Ashley worries that Jimmy is acting weird. She tells this to Terry. Is he cooling on her?
Is he?
Or is she cooling on him? Who knows? Do you remember shooting any of this stuff, Melissa?
Oh, yeah.
Like, what was it like on set in the hall and stuff like that? What is it like when you see these images? Does it bring back memories?
Oh yeah, like when Shane, when you mentioned Bruce McDonald, I was having like this little flashback moment. There was like a pinwheel somewhere in somebody's yard in one of the backlot scenes, and he really wanted to focus on the pinwheel because he thought that was like a link to the psychedelic something. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's a very strange little memory that I hadn't thought of in God knows how many years, but like, oh yeah, that happened.
And the watermelon afterwards, the watermelon that Spinner walks into the party with that everyone is always asked about. Also, I forgot to mention, speaking of Bruce McDonald's directing style, everyone noticed how many spins there were at the beginning, right? When we were in the classroom getting the awards. Yeah. Almost nauseating amount of spins.
Foreshadowing.
If the camera wasn't spinning, then in the hallway afterwards, when Ashley and Jimmy were together, they were just spinning.
That's a really good point, Shane.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. There was a motif there. And we're talking like do you remember whether it was like a track that was a half circle kind of thing? And was it on a dolly?
It had to have. Yeah.
To be stable enough to do that. Yeah.
Dolly tracks.
Wild.
That tracks.
So Ashley and Terry arrive home to discover Paige, and she has accidentally invited Hazel. But what's one more, right? I know it was supposed to be 2 people max, maybe. Okay, so 3 people. What's the big deal? And that's when, boom, an explosion. JT and Toby burst out of the garage covered in soot. What the heck happened in there?
Yeah, what were they doing?
I don't know that we ever addressed that either. I think that was another like Bruce McDonald, like kind of moment of whimsy.
It needs no explanation.
Let's try to justify it. Is it like is it like latent sexual fantasy that, these kids are trying to like get with these girls and they're too young and none of the girls will really look at them because they're too short?
But they had a blowtorch with them, didn't they? Or like a little... Am I crazy? Did they have like a propane lighter with them?
Yeah, it was like a blow. It was a
a little propane blowtorch. Yeah, exactly.
You don't remember, hey Melissa? Was there something in the script that was cut out?
No, I don't remember. There were a few little moments in that scene that I was like, oh yeah, this, but I don't remember what the story was with them coming out covered in soot after messing with the blowtorch. Yeah, I don't know.
So random.
Yeah.
Feels like it was our own little stepbrothers moment where they're just doing some weird shenanigans up in their room together,
Yeah.
building bunk beds and such.
You're
Power
welcome,
tools.
stepbrothers, for the Degrassi inspiration.
Yeah. Time shift. Night falls. The four girls are watching a 3D horror movie.
Oh,
That's so cool. But I didn't
Yeah.
realize that those 3D glasses worked on. I thought they only worked on comics. They actually worked on TV.
no, they
on
worked in movies. Yeah.
Who says there aren't any rich kids on Degrassi? Incredible
Yeah,
they
yeah.
all had that technology.
That Oculus technology over there.
Paper technology. Then there's a knock at the door. It's Sean. Consensus? Babe.
In walks the bad boy.
He doesn't change. He sleeps in that outfit. You always got to be ready to jump on a train and enlist in the military or something. I don't know. Okay, Sean, JT, and Toby are playing cards upstairs in Toby's room and asking for girl advice. Sean's tip: I just act like myself. That's it. JT pulls out a bag of ecstasy. Whoa, holy hell, JT, where'd that come from?
Not a bag of ecstasy, a bag
With
one
ecstasy.
one ecstasy. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Not like hey guys.
I got
Yeah,
a bag of ecstasy. It was like, I got an ecstasy.
And apparently it cost him 2 weeks allowance. How much did someone charge him for this pill?
I don't buy it. I'm sorry. I don't buy that he wasn't given aspirin to begin with. He's like a little kid. How is he meeting ecstasy dealers?
Well, he said it was his cousin, but then what did it actually take if it wasn't?
I was obviously ecstasy.
Yeah, everyone's
She-
faking
yeah.
it the entire episode.
She's
No
like,
one's
I'm
high.
secretly an asshole.
That it didn't. It looked more like a Tums than an ecstasy.
Oh yeah.
I think it was a rocket. I'm pretty sure that's what we used was
It had
rockets. Pretty
a
sure.
recessed center. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. It was,
Do you remember
yeah.
that specifically? Like putting it in your mouth and be like, "Huh, that's candy."
Huh, it's kind of sweet. Yeah. Or Smarties in the US. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Their version of rockets are Smarties. Our Smarties are, the
Chocolates.
harder shell M&Ms, but their Smarties are rockets.
Hey, welcome to the Canada versus America culture segment.
There you
It's
go.
inevitable. Okay, so JT, bag of ecstasy. Sean pretends he's into it, and then he takes the pill, sneaks downstairs, and rats the kids out to Ashley. And he swaps the pills for aspirin. And it's true, it really does look like aspirin. The pills look identical.
Mm-hmm.
He tells Ashley to flush the E,
Mm-hmm.
but Ashley has a better.
Yep. So much
Well,
better. Great idea.
I don't know if she had the idea yet to did Ashley have the idea? You put it in your pocket. Yeah.
Yeah, like she wasn't ready to completely flush it, but then obviously she chose what she chose after. But no, I think everything leading up to that point in Ashley's high school career, in her friendships and everything in the episode was like, you got to push yourself over the edge a little bit. You got to stop being so uptight. You got to stop being so uptight. So here was this like potential moment, and I think she just wasn't ready to say, I don't want to do that.
So this is sort of the motivation you're considering
Mm-hmm.
in that scene.
Yeah.
And Sean is such an interesting animal because he's such a badass, but he's sensitive, and now he's kind of taking on like an older brother kind of role.
Yeah,
over here
protective
to kids that he doesn't know at all, but he is like, absolutely do not do these drugs.
He's kind of being like the Tracker, how Tracker is to him.
Yeah,
to these kids.
Yeah,
right? He's kind of stepping into that character.
You
That's
cannot
really
put
sweet.
Sean in a box. He is so many things.
Mhm.
He is so many things.
I put him in a
com-
denim box
very
all the time, and I'm so
complex.
sorry about that. He's so much more than denim.
I don't know if he's that much more than denim, actually. I think he tops out at denim.
He tops at it. So, Melissa, this is the burning question. And we've got a lot of questions on our Discord and our Patreon. And everybody wants to know first of all, what did you think when you got the script and you realized you needed to take ecstasy?
Mhm.
And how was it that you prepared for that?
Yeah, reading the episode, I was very, very nervous, and I stayed nervous because I wanted to do a really good job. I knew that it was a big episode for Ashley. I knew that it was a big lesson, and I wanted to portray Ashley's whole journey with it in a way that was respectful and true. For preparation, I watched the episode today. I called my dad afterwards because I just needed to gush for a little bit and just chat. And I was reminiscing. They gave me like a stack of research on what ecstasy would do to a person and how that would affect your body and your mind and your physicality. And it's not like Google wasn't around, I don't think, 23 years ago, but like it wasn't something that you just went online and you Googled how to behave as somebody who's under the influence of ecstasy. So they provided that for me. And so I read up on it and I practiced and
what was
and
the main sort of takeaway? Do you remember thinking like, oh, this is what it's like?
Oh gosh. I don't remember what the readings were, honestly. But yeah, I didn't want to be comical about it. I was really conscious of that. I didn't want to play into it in a way that was so like fun that it became comedic or something that was like, oh, that looks like a good time. So I was really, really conscious of that the whole episode.
You didn't want to portray it in a way that might glorify.
Not glorifying and not like, when you have a comedy and like a comedy movie and somebody's drunk and it's really funny. I didn't want that. I didn't want it to be like, oh, look how drunk that person is. That's so fun. I didn't want to do that at all. I didn't want it to be any sort of farce. And I was really, really worried that I was going to take it too far and kind of go into that territory.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble for this, but as somebody who's done a bunch of ecstasy in their life, I don't anymore. I've been sober for 7 years, but that was, I've had that experience. There are moments in the episode with your character that I really recognize from being on ecstasy. So,
thank you.
Yeah, there you go. I think you did
I really
a good job.
appreciate you saying that. Thank you very, very much. It's a big
You're
compliment.
welcome. You're welcome. And now everybody knows my little dirty little secret.
I was really hoping they were going to say for the preparation, they gave you all of the literature. They gave you stuff to read to really understand the symptoms. And along with that, they gave you a big bag of ecstasy.
A bag of one ecstasy.
A bag of one ecstasy. Don't do it all at once, kids.
Thanks, Kat J. And also thank you, Save the Earwigs, who both had that question this week on Discord. I put a blast out there to get some questions for you. For this episode specifically. So thank you for that. Paige convinces Ashley to be cool and invite Jimmy. Ashley gives him a call and then downs the pill because she's fun, right?
She downs it dry too. Like there's so many drinks everywhere and you just go.
Well, even back then, she knew don't mix liquor with ecstasy.
She's right in the kitchen. There's a sink. There could have been some water.
Don't do drugs, but if you're gonna don't mix them.
No candy flipping? No. Okay.
That's the real lesson in this episode.
No mixing. That's like season 3. Okay. Well, it's official. This party is started. JT and Toby get the fake ecstasy that is really aspirin that Sean gives them, and he starts to act high because of the placebo effect. Mm-hmm. Toby at first isn't buying it until he starts feeling it too. Sean laughs. Riding his fake courage, JT calls Emma to come over. I love this moment because it does show you courage is a state of mind. They're not really high. It's all up here.
Mm-hmm.
I like that take on it.
Right? You can do anything.
But that being said, the way that those two were playing high was hilarious. So
the lava
funny.
lamp. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so
funny. when you have your first drink and everyone acts more drunk than they are, You see so much of, you know, our childhood, or not saying any of us ever had an underage drink ever or anything else, but for the people that did, I'm sure that
great. So
would
now
fake it.
I look like the corrupt one, and you're trying to like take the high road on.
Listen, Mike, I was telling you guys about house parties when I was a teenager. You're good.
This episode really reminds me of house parties I went to as a teenager, because this is how it actually starts.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you'd have a house party would just kick up and you didn't plan for it, and you just end up there, and it would just organically materialize like this.
I'm just going to put this out there. I'm a pilot. I've never touched anything. I would never touch anything.
Yeah.
Whoa,
I get my
You're a
highs.
pilot?
Wait, hold on. You're a pilot?
You fly
Yes.
planes?
You see that? Right
Oh, he's
there?
got a tattoo. It's official.
All right.
Yeah. Just buy into it.
All
Might
right.
as well be a license.
Emma is on her way over. Meanwhile, Ashley is high AF, watching the horror flick. No 3D glasses necessary at this point. She is flying. When Emma, Manny, Liberty knock on the door, Ashley greets them at the door, or at least it's somebody who looks like Ashley but is not quite behaving like Ashley. She blasts music, she dances around, she knocks over a vase, confusion reigns. This house party is getting out of control.
It's getting out of control just with one person. Everyone else is very tame, just chilling. And Ashley's burning down her own house.
She didn't care. She was having a great time.
I want to join. But I won't. Because that's not what I do anymore. Jesus. All right. Emma and Manny head upstairs to find JT and Toby doing extremely fake high stuff.
Yeah.
Jimmy and Spinner, who is carrying a watermelon, by the way, obviously, arrive at the door. Ashley lets them in, and Jimmy clocks it immediately that something is wrong with Ashley.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a favorite line from Hi Ashley, Melissa?
Oh, God. Oh, she's so mean. When she gets, when she just gets those really mean, it's terrible to have those as my favorite. But it's this dark side that you haven't seen of Ashley yet, where she just, she shows the darker part of her humanity. And so when she's calling Paige a hag and then laughing about it, it's vicious. But like I said, it's the beginning of Ashley's kind of phase into the next, not phase,
yes,
push into the next phase of how she develops as a person. So yeah,
this is her repressed side starting to come.
Yeah, exactly. She's like, oh no, I have the freedom to say whatever the hell I want. Okay, I'm gonna say all these terrible things, and yeah, you can tell that she's been holding that stuff in. So Little Miss Priss has got some darkness in her for sure.
Got a good question from Save the Earwigs from Discord here. I love that name, Save the Earwigs.
So good.
One for Melissa was the line about drinking from the toilet scripted or improvised?
I wish I had improvised that. No, that was written. I wish. Oh man.
Was there anything in there that you improvised?
I don't remember doing a lot of improv. To be fair, I don't remember in any episode doing that much improv because it was pretty tight on script. But yeah, oh my God, that line, watching it today, that actually made me laugh out loud. It's you're disgusting. Out. Yeah.
Just to say a lot, and we do get a lot of questions about improv. Is this improv? Was that moment improv? The answer is usually
no.
TV writers reign supreme in television, right? And it would be if you were in the olden days and Shakespeare came to see you do his play and you just decided to change his lines around, it wouldn't be welcome.
It's also the writers had to fight for every line with the producer, and then the producers had to fight for every line with the network. So there were so many revisions that went into it before it gets to the actor, and the actor's like, nah, I'm going to change these words around. They're like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
Not just for my sanity, but also you might say something that could screw everything up without even knowing. So yeah,
exactly.
Yep, no improv, not on Degrassi.
Not really, no. Ashley is out of control, and Jimmy is furious about it. It's dangerous, Ashley, he says. Upstairs, Emma bolts when she sees Sean. I guess Sean was in the bathroom at this point, and then he comes back to Toby's room.
Mhm.
As soon as she sees him, that's it. I'm out of here. But he begs her to stay. There's nothing to talk about. She says they are done. She storms off. Sean is distraught. Ashley notices Sean crying. Actually, a single tear.
That tear fell out of his face. Did you see that?
Yeah.
It did not roll down. It just plummeted.
It was a heavy tear.
It didn't even make contact with skin.
It was so full of sadness.
Oh,
Just,
oh.
I saw him preparing to, like, I saw his he kind of like did a little blinky blink, and then he turned, and it just, boom, timing dropped.
Extra gravity on that tear.
Professional. How much gravity you want on this tear, Bruce?
3x.
3x the gravity. Ashley notices Sean crying. She brings him into her bedroom. Danger zone.
What? Like,
Because when you're on ecstasy, you're like really, you're feeling everybody. You're really connecting with everybody's heart, and you want to just talk, and you want to like
connect with other things. Yeah.
things, including inanimate objects.
Everyone wants Sean.
Ashley, up until this point, has shown no interest in him whatsoever. So it just comes like right at a left field for her. Like, she's been so devoted to Jimmy, mostly.
Was it hard to like make that switch for you, for a character to just do that?
I don't think so, no, because I had prepared so much for this episode, like extra. So I think I had gone and done the homework and was ready. But like in a normal episode for that to happen, normal episode, you know what I mean? But like a normal episode for that to happen, I'd been like, sorry, what? But I got it.
And I buy it for sure. I'm just like, that is a hard switch.
Yep.
Also, Ashley is kind of being pushed away by Jimmy in this episode.
Fair.
And now she's flying on E, and Jimmy is bad vibes for her. Good vibes, virtuous in general, but definitely not what Ashley's going for at that point. And yeah, in walks trouble.
Yeah, she's not looking for dad to pull her back. She's looking for something on the wild side, and she finds it.
She's not looking for dad. She's looking for daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Well, she pulls Sean into the room, comforts him, and then, in a moment of weakness, they kiss. Nope, actually, they fully make out.
I don't think it was a moment of weakness at all. She instigated it. Watch her. She pulls him to her.
Yeah.
She knows exactly what she's doing. Not exactly, like she's under the influence, but it wasn't a surprise. She
maybe
went
it
in
was
for
Sean's moment of weakness, because Sean
Yes.
still
Could have been
yeah. In his mind, he's still dating Emma, or it's in that period that if he hooks up with someone else, then there's no chance getting back with Emma if she finds out about it. Right?
Yeah, I don't think Sean was seeking anything at all. I think Ashley just caught a moment with him.
If anything, Ashley took full advantage of Sean in that situation. Poor guy.
Decisions.
Well, downstairs, it's chaos. Jimmy confronts Toby about the drugs. It wasn't me. I got them from JT. Then Sean must have swapped the pills. Jimmy storms upstairs to settle the score.
Jimmy said, you didn't take ecstasy. Ashley did. How did he know there was only one pill?
I
You know
wondered
what I
the
mean?
same thing when I was watching it today. Yeah, I don't know that I've ever caught it, but I was like, Yeah.
He could just feel it. He's like, I've been to parties like this before. I know there's only one pill for everybody.
We split it with a knife.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how
But
we
then
do
again,
it. We're
like
kids.
at this point, he's had interaction with Ashley. He knows what state she's in. So I think in that sense, like it'd be pretty obvious that what the boys were feeling was not the same thing.
Don't excuse it.
Listen, I think it's a really well written episode, and I can see how that little like moment of revelation being unscripted. I get it.
Fine. Great episode.
Well, Jimmy gets upstairs. Ashley and Sean stumble out of the bedroom, completely disheveled. Sean looks a little bit remorseful and heads off. Jimmy witnesses all of this. Not good. Meanwhile, outside the house, Toby finds Emma crying on the stoop. Sean shoves past them and disappears into the night. And Emma is left to sob on Toby's shoulder.
That moment it broke my heart and filled my heart because I think Toby in Emma's vulnerability really sees her for the first time. You know, he's like, oh, like I've been going after this person that is not mine, that is fully still involved with somebody else, whether she says she is or not. She's heartbroken, and I've been trying to take advantage of a situation when it's not the right thing to do. And then he's just a friend for her. Like I loved that moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is nice. And Miriam is like really, I mean, she's in it. I've seen the fake cries, but this ain't it.
Miriam was also, right from the get-go, she could cry on command, always.
I mean, she's bawling in this one.
Yeah, she could bawl on command.
Damn.
She was actually the first person I ever met that could just, by sheer will, squeeze out tears.
How do we feel about crying on camera? Is it easy? Is it?
I'm good till you say rolling. The second you say rolling, done.
It's a good point.
A little menthol. Yeah.
The menthol kick
on.
is...
Okay, so we got to trick Melissa and shoot the rehearsal without her knowing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great. What about you, Shane?
I could get there, but sometimes it's there and sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's fleeting, I wish I could harness it a little bit more, and very happy for that menthol crystal blower.
Give me the menthol.
It's tear Viagra is what it is.
It's amazing.
I'll never think of it the same again, Kips.
Okay. Well, inside.
Wait, what about you, Mike?
What?
Oh,
We're not
he
talking
just
about.
passes over.
Come on.
Listen, I can get there. It's uncomfortable. I have little techniques, but a lot of it's like personal memories and stuff that'll bring in substitution and stuff. But yeah, when the cameras are rolling and there's about 60 people staring at you, expecting you to like bring it, it's hard. It can go away really quickly. It can go away.
And to stay there for multiple takes.
Yeah, for multiple takes, you got to shoot it again and again and again from different angles.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's there and sometimes it's not, but I just lift up my chin and I keep going.
That's right.
Walk into the wind.
Ben Stiller and Tropic Thunder.
That's right. All right. So inside, Ashley spirals. She's high. She's manic. She is going full truth serum mode, folks. She calls Paige a hag for several reasons. She alienates practically everybody at the party and admits she should have dumped Jimmy on her birthday. To Jimmy's face, she says, "Jimmy, you're not enough for me."
It's so vicious. It's so vicious. She's just like, she's going right for the jugular and she does not care. Yeah, no filter, no nothing.
Jimmy gets hurt this season. He's not having a great year at school.
And you don't see him all that much. So I feel bad that when you do see him, he's just getting emotionally steamrolled every time.
There's a weird thing that happens at Degrassi that I've noticed, which is these characters can be so they get the short end of the stick. They can't ever catch a break and they're having horrible things happen to them. And then the very next episode, they'll be the biggest douchebag randomly to some other character. Like Liberty in the last episode.
You're talking about with Sean not finishing his test, right?
Yeah, not finishing his test. She
just pops in and like, yep, sorry, time's up.
It's like what's the word? Unempathetic. But then the next episode will be all about how their life is falling apart and we're empathizing with them. So it's funny because like Jimmy has been nothing but rude to Sean, but then he's getting crushed at every turn. So
you reap what you sow. You gotta give it to take it. You gotta take it to give it. I don't know.
Is that what this is? Is this actually Seinfeld?
Yeah. You point me in the direction of a teenager that really has their crap together. Sorry, you don't have to bleep that one, Mike.
There's only one bleep allowed per episode. All right. Well, Jimmy leaves. He can't deal with Ashley anymore. Spinner, Manny, everybody else clears out of the house. They leave. Ashley giggles maniacally in the wreckage. The morning after. Oh, the cold light of day. The house is a mess. Things were smashed. It's a pigsty. Total regret. Terry and Toby clean the disaster of a house. Spinner knocks on the door to drop off Jimmy's things in a shoebox.
Uber breakup.
Which is a service that should exist. Let's get started working on that.
Yeah.
Surprised it doesn't.
It's over. Jimmy doesn't want to be with Ashley anymore. Oof. This is like the final nail in the coffin. There is nothing that Terry or Toby can do or say to Ashley as she collapses onto the floor, sobbing uncontrollably. We freeze. That's the end of the season.
Yeah. That's a
What a
heck of a
jagged
finish.
little pill.
Yeah, the Spinner dropping off his things, like, oh God. It's just, yeah, because you're seeing Ashley on screen right now, but you know that Jimmy's going through it because she just shredded him.
Publicly, too.
Bless Terry and Toby for just sticking by her and being sweet and kind, and even though they know that she did something really bad.
We're giving out awards, and my award for the best friend of the entire season has to go to Terry.
Terry is just okay, it's all right, I'm still here. It's all right, I'm still here.
Fair enough.
Too
Fair
much
enough.
to be fair,
Cleaning
but
up your mess.
Yeah. Also, how did it get that messy? Didn't feel like the party went on for all that long.
Yeah, set deck took a field day.
Everybody broke something on their way out because they were pissed
Apparently,
off.
Screw this girl. She's mean now.
Yeah.
Toss something.
Melissa, how do you feel like the show fares in today's climate? It's been 23 years. Is this, do you think, still relatable for kids?
I mean, I'm almost 40, so I don't know if I can answer that truly, but I like all the stories that Degrassi tells. I think that there are elements of them that carry through. I think that's why people connect to it so well. I mean, this is one of those episodes that I think people really were taken aback by. I can hopefully assure that most of our audience is not out there making these mistakes that Ashley's making in this episode, but I think it still meant something. So I think maybe not specifics, but I think there's relevance. I hope there is.
I could see kids behaving exactly like this. I could see this happening right now.
Make good choices, kids.
But I mean, it's kind of like a rite of passage, right? And it does fit with the song Jagged Little Pill, which is kind of about, we grow, it's painful. We kind of have to have these situations in our lives to learn from. And kids are testing their boundaries. They're trying to figure out who they are. And we're going to get into messy situations. We can't protect all kids, and we certainly can't tell them to knock it off. They're going to get into trouble.
Yeah, fair enough.
But this wouldn't have even been something that anyone could have predicted. Ashley was the last person that anyone would have thought would be doing drugs that day. Some things are just not preventable, and curiosity with kids is always going to get the better people, and just but you can't stop it. It's adolescence, man.
All right, well, we got some more questions here from the Discord for you, Melissa. Okay, so this is a good one. I really like this, from Helio Starsong. They ask, did they explain anything about how this would affect Ashley's trajectory going into season 2? And or had much about season 2 been disclosed to you at this point? Do you know where you're going?
I knew nothing. Obviously, we knew that this was going to change a lot of dynamic, but I had no idea. We never knew what was happening. Not really until table reads.
We didn't know if we had a second season.
Yeah.
We didn't know until we had to wait for 4 months to hear that we were coming back. Now, and in later seasons, the show was so popular that before we even wrapped the current season, we knew we were coming back for another one. And now shows get renewed halfway through the seasons that are currently on the air. So,
I mean, I remember we always waited for coming back.
When you came along? No, I don't.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Well, I don't think we're waiting long, because that first off season was pins and needles the entire time. No one knew. That was scary. I have.
Were you making other plans, you guys? Were you like, well, all right, I got to get a new career?
No, we were in
I mean,
school. We were 15 years old. What other
I gotta get a job.
Like,
Yeah.
let's
Gotta
hope
go
this
work
one-
in the mills.
Back to the mines with me. Yeah.
All right, this one is for Shane. Maybe Melissa, you'll remember. This is from Gertie the Dino. Can Shane please talk about the decision for him to come to the party carrying a watermelon? I know you touched on it a little bit, but like, what with that?
Well, I actually did not know at the time, but found out through asking on set that day that the watermelon, much like walking around with red Solo cups, indicates that there's something going on that no one will talk about, but you know
you
what's
trying to
happening.
say?
So with the watermelon, you have
no
apparently
clue, do
the thing to do is you cut a hole in the watermelon.
Uh-huh.
You open a bottle of vodka. You turn that bottle of vodka upside down.
Mm-hmm.
You let it soak for the night. And then you go and you serve that watermelon. And everyone
Gets drunk.
enjoys their fruit.
This was a well-researched episode because that was my childhood. And you know, when you're a kid, you're like drinking Mike's Hard Lemonade when you first taste alcohol because you're just trying to make it palatable. You're just trying to get it down.
That is a harsh watermelon when you have it.
Get you real drunk.
It's like when someone makes those Jello shooters and they put way too much alcohol in them, and you go, oh,
no.
this is supposed to be fun. What's going on here?
I just wanted to give a shout out to Kenzie Penguin, who theorized on Gertie the Dino's comment. They were wondering if it was supposed to be a Dirty Dancing reference,
A watermelon?
but I would imagine it's the same thing.
Oh
So
my God.
I was channeling my my inner Swayze with that.
Oh no, it was Baby, honey. It was Baby that carried the watermelon. Yeah.
Okay, my inner
yeah.
baby.
Sorry.
Okay, so Melissa, every episode we try to honor our Patreon subscribers. As you all know, you can see early episodes ad-free of our video podcast on our Patreon if you join Patreon. DeGrads alumni. Christopher Steffens says another magnificent episode of DeGrads. I've watched all the videos and listened to all the podcast episodes so far since you guys began the Degrassi series, and there's a ton of emojis here.
Christopher loves his emojis. There are
He
always
loves
like
them.
6 or 7 emojis,
Oh man.
and I'm about it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. And we got another
Yeah.
Patreon comment here. This one is from Court H. Great video as always. I enjoyed the mini where Mike and Miriam got to switch characters. Cracks me up. I completely forgot about that one. And I would love to hear from Dan Woods to get his perspective from being on the original Next Gen. Hope you both have a lovely holiday. But Melissa, that begs the question, do you have a favorite Degrassi mini?
100% Pirates of the Caribbean. And funny, so I was going through one of my cabinets today, and I'm pretty sure the DVD is Degrassi minis. I think I actually have them on a
What?
DVD. Yeah.
That exists?
I have it. I think so. Like it was just like in Sharpie written on it, Degrassi mini.
Oh my
so
God.
I'm gonna have to bust out my DVD player.
What was your favorite part of Pirates?
Just
God
it was so
damn.
outrageous. Like just getting into costume, like having like the fake teeth. I will never not hear. Don't worry, Ashley, I'll save you. Like and just
That's
being
all I hear.
disgusted, but like so
Yeah.
thrilled because it was so fun. Like it was.
Jake.
I loved the minis. They were just so far out of like the regular element of what we were doing, and like that sounds really stupid to say because like we're filming a TV show. There's nothing that's boring about that. But this was just such a like turn from the usual. I loved them. But yeah,
It's like a
Pirates,
school
hands
field
down.
trip.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well
You
said.
get to go off and do something different out of the usual. But I have like a blind spot for them. And they seem in my memory, they're like hazy, dreamlike because they don't fit the pattern of the character arcs in the show. And so it just seems like some sort of wild, wacky, psychedelic dream that we had.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, that was the
Yeah.
point. It was they were just so much fun, and they were so like there were no limitations. There was not like,
Yeah.
oh, that character wouldn't do that. It's like, no, let's go for it. Whatever.
Tisk, tisk, Sean. God, my British accent leaves something to be desired. All right.
That line, Melissa, is all I hear from that episode.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Ashley. I'll save you.
It's just so gnarly.
With his
but-
moles and all the
The teeth.
yeah.
Loved it.
We had fun. What a
yeah.
Yeah.
crazy childhood, hey?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but it just makes me more and more grateful that I got to be a part of this thing. And
Absolutely.
yeah, the longer it's been, the more special I realize it was and how rare and unique it was of a childhood.
Thanks everybody for being with us. I just wanted to say a plea. If you guys are enjoying this podcast, rate, review our podcast. It helps the algorithm know that we exist, and we're still trying to reach Degrassi fans that don't even know the DeGrads podcast is a thing. So please do that. And as always, send your email questions to degradspodcast@gmail.com. You can find us on Discord at DeGrads Alumni.
And on the Patreon, like Mike said before, we do a bi-weekly response video where we, get into some personal tales and have a little fun too. Patreon is a lot of fun. Melissa, thank you so much.
Melissa, thank you so much
for joining.
Thank you, and congratulations, you guys. This is really huge for you too. It's exciting.
Thank you. Well, that wraps up season 1 of the DeGrads podcast. Wow, look at that. Just goes so fast, kids.
We got to pop season 2 into the DVD player.
This has been another episode of the DeGrads podcast with Shane Kipple, Mike LaBelle, featuring Melissa McIntyre, and we will see you next week.
Don't do drugs.